Hello and welcome. I'm Rahul and you're watching me on my Facebook page on my YouTube channel Rahul Talks. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I always try to bring something important in front of you so that your belief system, your conviction about scientific things and your rational view about everything should be filled with clarity, because I always try to emphasize on that kind of thing which is important in our life. Because if you will deepen the process of your thinking, you know and you will certainly feel that there is a substantial change in your personality, in your discernment power. You'll be able to discern everything quite effectively, because our cognitive power, development of our mental attitude, is important in this modern era. We all have to be intellectual in order to live a better life, and all I want collective responsibility to be elevated. Lifestyle should be better, your thinking process should be better, so that everybody should have prosperity. Many a time I do that, because I want to bring some kind of change in your personality. But every person's had their own problems, their own daily life problems. They want to solve that. We also go through the same process because we want to make our livelihood. Everybody is, some persons are professionals, some persons are businessmen, some persons are self-employed, but everybody is busy in their life, and in this busy life we want to do some kind of creative job, entertainment which can entertain you and can give you knowledge as well. Because having knowledge is important. This is information is, and if you possess information, you will certainly be able to elevate yourself, and that has been my purpose. One thing I would like to tell you, a simple statement which is quite profound. If you listen to that, if you dismantle faith of all the pilgrims in a god, if you adulterate the faith, if you adulterate the followers, their mind, the god will be wiped out from the history of mankind. This is the power of faith. This is the power of your character. And the same is true with the person who want to make their own personality, because the people who have faith in you, if they will be adulterated, then you are gone. You are limited to your human psychology, you are limited to your individuality, which will not be flourishing. Because if you are not helping someone, if you are not bringing knowledge, if you are not bringing light to someone's life, then it is not such kind of fructifying. That's why if you want to make your life more fruitful, more proliferating, more prolific, then you have to make certain changes in people's mind. That's why we guard our honor. That's why we guard everyone's personality. Because if you are not able to distinguish yourself, your character, from the crowd, you will not be recognized as a different person. And that's why we guard our own respect. That's why we guard our own individuality, because now we understand how much it is important to protect your character, your name, your fame. Because if you are protecting that, then you are not a bad person, you are just fighting for yourself. That is what I want to say. And some people want to adulterate your personality. They want to create some doubt, they want to create some skepticism about your personality in others people's life. That is what I'm telling you. That is what you have to protect. If someone is trying to obliterate your personality in public, you have to stand on that kind of point. It is not bad to stand. How much you will be influential, it is your own beneficial. But if you are targeting someone's personal and journey, because if you are at a stage where each and every person is looking at you, that you are smaller and you are on a progressive path, and if someone is attacking at that very point, then it is more chances that you will end up in a limited scenario. That is what I want to tell you. Because if someone has gained influence, if someone has gained a personality, if someone is already so much distinguished, he has more power. And if he is using his intellect to dismantle your character, who is already trying to do something, then it will be difficult for that very person who is being a victim. That is what I want to tell you. If you obliterate and adulterate the mind of followers, then what will happen? The person who is trying to make his own personality will be limited and to individuality, to nothing as well, nothing. That's why I'm asking you, even God cannot exist in history of mankind if his character will be obliterated. A religion won't exist if its dogmatic principles will be adulterated. That is what the reality is. That is what I want to tell you. So it is of importance, and that's why we try to protect our God, our honor. And that's why every religion you would have been looking at it, that they follow some rituals, they follow some sacred path, and it is not bad. If you want to bring some kind of sanctity, some kind of perception in people, which should be more more pious, more spiritual and more status quo. If you want to bring that kind of thing to your religion, you have to protect your dogmatic principles. It is not bad, and every religion is doing it from centuries. And that is why we stand to protect our own God, because if some in past you have done some certain mistakes, which was still is try to penetrate and make a dent in your character. But you know exactly that if you are continuing from more than 5 years and you are landing at the safe place, your planes are landing at the safe place, if you are making safe landing and if you are doing everything is good, then you should be also applauded. You should be having your own personality. You should be having your own perspective. That perspective should be protected. That is what I want to tell you. If you are doing like that kind of thing, then you should certainly stand and you should certainly strike those persons who are trying to obliterate your ideology, your existence. That is what I want to tell you. Because every time, whenever you stand, many people will come in your path. They are trying to pull your leg, but you have to stand on your own. You have to stand on your own, and every time you have to fight. You have to show your strength. You have to nurture people. You have to make friendship. You have to foster relationship with other people. And if you are not able to make a foundation, you will not be existential. And that is why they are fabricating a lot of things. They are fabricating books. They are fabricating the story. They are making everything possible to make their own name and fame. But they know exactly that if someone else is rising, there can be someone who can show their real face to other people. That is what is the fear in their mind. Because whenever a good soul rises, it will have its effect on its vicinity. And if it is some powerful being, it will certainly penetrate the whole world. The whole world. Because you have to understand exactly that many people and their existence, their soul is on such kind of fabrication that many people don't understand exactly what they are capable of, what they are doing. And that is why they are afraid of your existence. Maybe your history wouldn't have been successful because of them, because they are always targeting you. The world is really harsher that we have to embrace. Okay, it is made in that very way. Whenever it is a great time that we are living in internet era. We are more facilitated with better lifestyle. I would not say that it has been the bad time, but in this informative ways, it is easier to target you, to take you down, and it has never been easier than right now, because everybody fears, even great leaders of a nation, they fears that if something bad message will go over internet, it will quickly it can volatile their character. That is why I would like to tell you that it is challenging time, and it is also providing you such a fortune that if you will stand higher, you can make a fame, you can make a name. That is why every sword has two sides. Every sword has two sides. If it is honed both the sides, it can go any side, and that is why you have to protect your own personality. If you are a good personality, if you are a good person, you will certainly try to disseminate knowledge to other people. I want to percolate it that you have to be vigilant in this world. Every time you want to rise, many people will come in your way. They will doubt you. They will try to show that your personality is a skeptical. This is what they are doing. Thank you for listening to me.